Pacers is how do you replicate the energy that Thaddeus Young brought to that first unit? That's what LaVoy Allen, that's who he's replacing. But everybody's got to pitch in.
Good three-point shooter, good mid-range shooter.
He's a good player. He's not a great player, but I mean, he's a good, solid player. We talked about it. That's the shot that Marcus Morris.
Of 19 from the field, he had 36.
Playing with great confidence.
And LaVoy Allen at the rim on a nice find by Paul George. They rallied from a 19-point deficit. Good hands by Miles in the steal.
Take it all away. I don't care who's coming. Contavious is making the move. If he's on the ball defending, he has some challenges, but he can get into the Jackson comes off and he's free to get a jump shot.
Now Drummond is guarding Turner as George gets inside.
They do Contavious Caldwell-Pope because when you got Lure, he's got a better chance to make the play.
Paul George got to the rim and scored.
On that play, Pacers didn't cover the way they should on the floor, and neither did they get to. And I was saying that because he's guarding Miles Turner.
There's Allen again on a nice.
Like Miles Turner didn't come up, and if you're Paul George and you get a free throw line extended shot, take it.
Jackson turns the corner and soft tosses it in. 7 early for Reggie Jackson. We've had 4 lead changes, a couple of ties, Teague the basket, and a foul. Tobias Harris is checked in, and Caldwell-Pope got loose. Running is Robinson with Teague.
And so was Miles Turner, but Drummond was able to get back to him.
And Turner thought about it and makes the shot. Robinson another rebound. Pacers off and running with Teague. Teague gets around Jackson. Finds Turner, and a 3 by Miles Turner. Work against each other, Jeff Teague and Ish Smith. As C.J. Miles is in the lane, he can't get it to go, and Caldwell-Pope has the rebound. Stanley Johnson.
This is what he does.
Basket and a foul. First quarter for Indiana. Stanley Johnson finds Tobias Harris. Harris in his 6th year out of Tennessee. And he gets the basket and a foul. Giving up 30 here in the first 12 minutes. Smith splits the defense. They got the switch they wanted.
Yeah, he just looked at the clock. He looked at the clock under the Pacers basket.
Yeah, got to go to work. Brooks gets inside against Baines. They have challenged him unsuccessfully the last couple of times.
He's so big. He just wants to get his body into you. That's the way Johnson plays. He didn't do that last night, but he's playing with confidence tonight. You've got to stop him early with the ball.
4-point lead again. Matches a high, and that's a 3 by Miles. Great start for C.J. Miles. He's out there with 4 bench players. Again, LaVoy Allen getting the start because of the injury to Thaddeus Young. Miles 2 more. He's in double figures.
Move the ball. He just missed the shot. Robinson just missed the shot.
Robinson did not score last night. And now Bullock. Harris got there, rimmed it out. Baines kept it alive. Jefferson grabs it for the 3rd time.
Oh,
running
what a pass.
and there's the dunk.
Oh, that's another pass, and everybody cut that one off, and Allen just closed on it.
Quinn, this is a Detroit team that only turns it over 12 times per game in the last 4. They've averaged less than 10 as Teague inside. Pistons already in the penalty. Paul George has not scored here in the quarter. They run Turner to the middle of the floor.
Had that ball. He was making that shot.
George down the lane, picked up by Allen.
Set the screen for him. Yep.
Mid-range shot for LaVoy Allen, who is shooting.
Morris hit the ball, and Teague tried to get control of it and couldn't.
Smith continues the dribble. And Morris the jump shot. Second time he's going in there.
He sure did.
And Lure.
So Lure can do more things with the ball than Drummond. Yeah, and they're bringing Lure up because if he gets the ball, he can do more things.
Smith knocked away by Teague.
That shot clock was. This is what this is about. Don't be defeated. Don't be defeated by a good play that Detroit's going to make. Detroit's a good team. You've got to continue to play.
Drummond the offensive rebound.
But you make a great point. Players don't have enough time to worry about that.
That's Caldwell-Pope. He saves
it.
Yeah,
but it doesn't get reset.
And Miles hits the 3. 14.
You see, they've changed. They've got Caldwell-Pope now guarding Jeff Teague.
George is open for a 3. This is been a Pistons team that has been much better on the road. They've improved like Indiana in the last month or so. They doubled George.
This is an important shot to make. It puts the...
But this is where you give LaVoy Allen a lot of credit, because as Drummond left it short, ball loose on the floor, Jackson got it. Allen had gone to the bench for about a 10 or 12 game period and did not play. Lure over the top. They get a second chance opportunity.
They made the right play there because they had Teague on Lure. You can see Lure's confident. He just turned around and shot over him.
1 point Pacers lead. We played 4.5 minutes of the third quarter. George being chased by Lure.
Well, they switched it, so it's perfect. I tell you, boy, Allen is...
Pacers starting lineup, their 7th of the year, as George comes off the screen, and Paul George 6 points per game. He and Teague in the backcourt, the all-Indiana high school backcourt. Teague played at Pike, Robinson at Lake Central. And Teague stops and scores.
Taking a little longer than you would like to get into this.
I wasn't sure where that was going, but it lands in the hands of Allen. 50% on the night. The Pistons have dropped to 44.
So you get it to Miles Turner or Marcus Morris.
15 tonight off of 14 turnovers. Pacers, one of the best teams in the league in scoring off opponents' turnovers in the post. Jefferson for 2. And on the baseline again, this time Baines got the rebound inside the final minute. Pushing is Smith. Smith got it. But this is where they miss Rodney Stuckey and that ability to generate some offense from the backcourt with that second unit.
Yeah, you do, but you got to get into your offense early.
Jefferson.
Tobias Harris, he never saw it. That's how good the Pacers have been playing defensively.
Ellis passed up the 3, spins in the lane.
Good basketball.
Jefferson, and that may force.
Lynn was good. He didn't score points like he's been doing, and he missed a tough shot. But Chris, his defense has been good, and he gives him enough activity.
Banks it in with a left hand, Andre Drummond. Paul George came back in at the free throw. So did Miles Turner.
You're about to get to LaVoy and Jeff Teague are up at the scores table, so they'll get back in.
Still a long way to go. 12-point Pacers advantage.
Got to go get it back from it.
Brooks.
Oh, he's got it. He had it. You could see that.
I wasn't sure where that was going.
The defense has just been so good.
Ellis in the corner. Brooks, a 3, and the Pacers lead by 7.
So well moments ago with Aaron Brooks and Al Jefferson.
Jeff Teague has 6 assists tonight with 11 points.
Very good rotation. Very good rotation.
And through the first 3 games.
That's a good defensive possession. Yeah, there's no question. When these 3, all of the tiebreakers are gone. Then this one, they're all gone.
Oh, look at that.
Teague goes to the other side with 3 Pistons on the other.
99-78, and the Pacers on the brink for a second consecutive week, sweeping a back-to-back. Marcus Moore.
It really says is that the guys they had to buy in. They had to figure out who could do what, who did what, and those kind of things. Monte Ellis finally, as I'm watching this this morning, I couldn't believe how much he did. And he knows how to play, so he gets everybody else in. And LaVoy Allen and the Pacers took him right out of it. Now, he's not a star, but that's what he does.
That's good to see. Robbins, Pacers Live post-game show. Another successful night at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Indiana will improve to 19-6 at home as Niang goes inside and scores.
How about that? An awful steal by Christmas, who was guarding Bullock.
A 21-point advantage for the Indiana Pacers in a dominant second half against the Detroit Pistons. Indiana now 28-22 on the year. They've won 6 straight, a season high. They've won 13 of their last 17, and as good a win as the Pacers have had